Hey guys, what is going on? This is CardinalBird5, and today I have another player review for you guys. We're going to be talking about the Flashback second baseman Ian Kinsler from the Texas Rangers. First and foremost, to obtain this card, you need to play Conquest, conquer the Rangers, command the Rangers, embody the Rangers. You guys should be familiar with this routine as well. I won't get too much into this. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at his attributes here. It's kind of an interesting card. He hits righties better for contact, but he hits lefties for a little bit more power. Overall, has good vision. Of course, high clutch, which really doesn't mean much. But pay attention to some of these attributes. Some of them are really weird. The fielding is actually lower than his current card, which I always thought Kinsler was a good second baseman. Maybe he had a lot of errors that season. I'm not sure. Also, if you look at his speed and stealing, his speed is 80, but his stealing is 99. So what does that mean? With the 99 stealing, that's pretty much guaranteeing you that you will get a good jump every time. 80 speed is good enough too to steal bags, but I don't know. I feel like his speed could be a little higher, but this is still a good card you can steal bags with. Maybe his speed could have been a little bit higher and his fielding could have been better. But I think one thing what they were doing with this card was, I know they showed it early on the live streams, and a lot of people were complaining that he was like a 97, 98. People said, oh, Kinsler shouldn't be a 98. Well, I think for the few seasons he had at Texas, I mean, I think 98's worthy, especially with the algorithms they use. So I feel like they knocked down his fielding, maybe his speed a little bit, but also pay attention to something that's really, really weird about this one. Why is his durability at a 44? I do not know, but the few times I have seen Kinsler in a game, I actually have seen him get hurt. So yes, that attribute actually still does matter now. So I don't know, maybe they wanted to make it mean more since they have players like Cal Ripken with that 99 durability. But I don't know, interesting card, solid all the way. And next we're going to go into some batting practice and talk about Kinsler's swing a little bit and give you guys some pointers as well, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so here we are in batting practice. We are facing Max Scherzer. And we'll just talk about Ian Kinsler a little bit in his swing. He does have that, I wouldn't call it a slap swing, but it is, I guess, what they consider the compact swing. It looks kind of weird. They get their hips through the zone really fast and just kind of, I don't know, it kind of almost looks like they're butchering a tree or something. It's a really compact swing. But I don't know if that messes with some people, but if it does, you might not like this card. I know Correa has the same type of swing, so that is something to consider. I don't think it really affects the bat speed. I think it's just there for visual aesthetics only. I don't really think it does anything other than that. So let's talk about Kinsler a little bit. Now when we're facing a righty, he does have that 90 contact and 67 power. And of course when we face a lefty, he's got a little bit more power. But one thing I do want to talk about with this card, and the main thing we're going to focus is righty on righty. If you struggle hitting righty on righty, this is not the card for you. I will just say that. If you really have a slow bat, this is not the card for you. If you're one of those players though that has a really quick bat and you're able to pull pitches, in on the hands, even away, this is the card you want to use. This card definitely benefits people the most when they can pull the pitches, and I'll talk about that a little bit here. The first reason being, if you pull the pitch with Ian Kinsler, since he is right-handed, he's more likely to run out ground ball hits. Hit third base between third base and shortstop, hit it up the middle. You're just more likely to get more ground ball hits that way. Also, when you pull the pitches with Kinsler, I believe he generates the most power, and he's kind of in that threshold where you have to pull the pitch to hit a home run consistently. Yeah, he can hit some opposite field, and he can hit some in the gap opposite field as well. But I think to consistently hit with him, you want to pull the pitch. So where do you want to start your PCI? I like to start it, usually when I like to pull pitches, is I like to start it about middle in. I wouldn't recommend starting up high and in, because I feel like if you start at high and in, I'll show you guys here. If you start at high and in, I feel like when you try to overcompensate and drop down on low pitches that you swing under them a lot and have easy pop-ups. So I like to move it just a little bit inside. You can even just leave it in the middle if you want. But I like to put it about right here. That way you're able to still hit pitches down the middle, and it kind of loosens up your grip a little bit. And yeah, just practice doing that. Of course, the pitches away, try to go with them as much as you can, but it's okay if you pull a pitch away. There's really nothing wrong with that, because I feel like if you can hit the ball down the third base line or between third base and shortstop or even up the middle, that's going to be your highest chances to hit. Now, if you're trying to pull pitches down and away for home runs, most likely you won't be doing that consistently. Of course, I know he has the power and potential to do so. Against lefties, though, I recommend the same approach. You just want to pull as much stuff as possible. To me, he's used best when you pull the pitches. Take advantage of that speed and take advantage of the fact he bats from the right side. Of course, when we did our Ichiro and Tony, when I told you guys hit to the left side of the infield, third base, shortstop. Same thing with Kinsler, but to do that with Kinsler, you're gonna have to pull the pitches. Yeah, other than that, good card. I haven't used this one much. I would like to use it a little bit more. I'm just liking the Daniel Murphy and Zobrist a little bit too much, and I can't find a place for Kinsler. But the few times I used him, I know I've had a home run. I think that's a home run right there. He does have, I think overall he's the best hitter. Well, I wouldn't say better than Daniel Murphy, but I think he's a better hitter than Ben Zobrist. But the fact that Ben Zobrist is a switch hitter makes him a little bit better. So it really depends, guys. If you like, the switch hitter, stick with Zobrist. If you like, pure power against righties, stick with Murphy. But if you like the overall hitting and you're good righty on righty, go with Kinsler. And I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of fielding practice. Just not so much to show you guys any pointers or tips, but more or less just to talk about his fielding in general. I think his fielding is fine, even though it is like 64. If you look at a lot of second basemen, I know a lot of them are in that area. I don't think his fielding will be an issue. But that being said, it kind of disappoints me that they didn't give him better fielding, because I feel like he is a pretty solid fielder. I don't know if he had a poor year that year or whatever, but if you guys are worried about his fielding, I really wouldn't be worried too much. His fielding is about the same as Daniel Murphy's as well. The Ben Zobrist one has better defense than all three, but it just really confuses me why the Ben Zobrist card has the same defense as his live series, but yet they made the Kinsler actually worse, and I think the Murphy the same. So I don't know, for whatever reason, they decided to make Kinsler, this flashback, have poor defense and poor durability. The durability thing is something you guys might want to think about. If you do have Kinsler, you might want to make sure you have a good backup utility player or second baseman, just in case he does get down, because I've seen Kinsler get hurt a few games, so just be aware of that. Not saying it's a huge issue, but durability, you do have to factor it in a little bit at least now. And guys, that's pretty much going to do it for the review. Overall, Kinsler is a great card. It's just it's a very strange card though. Like the way, they got that compact swing, righty on righty, the way he hits, like righties almost better than lefties, and his speed and still rating, his durability rating, just an overall weird card. But that being said, technically he's the highest rated between those three main second basemen you can get in Conquest. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. This is Cardinal Bird 5. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.